Danjo, welcome. Welcome. What? I forgot where I was for a minute. Welcome. Yeah, welcome. It's nice to see you. I think I'm about to lead worship here. Gotta get a hallelujah. Anyway, I guess I am on the motorcycle, am I not? Yeah, that's much to my own surprise. I'm not sure why she's slowing down. Anyway, yeah, Matt the Greeter. Yes, have I already greeted you? Have I already said hello? Terrific. This guy should have gone, man. You go when that guy goes. I can't tell if he's looking at me. Everybody's got tinted windows now, which are supposed to be illegal. And then they're like, well, you can have them in a truck. Well, you can have them when you buy the car. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. So is there a law? Is there not a law? But if you're going to slow down and look at me, lower your window. Right? Don't be like an ICE agent. Whoop, too far. Was that too much? Oh, somebody got rankled. Big cursor's hovering over the unsubscribe button. I'm not trying to offend anybody. Speaking of trying not to offend anybody, yeah, I've had people. Listen, don't reach out to me for political, reviews or political discussions or anything like that. I generally avoid them. I don't care for them. We are so divisive. I could say a comment dead in the middle and everybody would disagree, right? You know what I'm saying? So I tend to avoid those. But you want to talk old Charlie for a minute? Yeah, so this is October 2025. So recently there was a murder, a high profile. Well, it was not a high profile murder. It became a very high profile murder quickly. And so it was in a very public place. So you guys know what I'm talking about. And so a lot of people, interestingly enough, I guess maybe expected that I would, how do I say this? Without appearing divisive or whatever, I will say that I don't wave a Charlie flag. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I am 100% United States citizen. I am 100% born again Christian first. And I am not waving a Charlie flag, right? Because digging deeper in the dialogue, right? There's some ideologies in there that are maybe a little bit reprehensible or odious to me, right? So I'm from a multicultural environment, which I think is the best kind of environment, an environment of unity, and yeah, and so there was a lot of I don't know, man. People, Christians that I know, who didn't know anything about old Charlie, heard when, a lot of them, unfortunately, I hate to say this, but listen to a very narrow band of news, and I think the three-letter news station that they gorge themselves on a daily basis. So, and maybe you're one of them, and that's fine. That's what you do, right? Fine. And but you're not gonna. You're only going to get part of the picture there. So some of my people who are late to knowing who old Charlie was only picked up on the Christian part of that and defending his faith and whatever, dug no deeper than that, right? No deeper at all than that. And then are absolutely going bonkers that someone like me would not fly a flag half-staff, or wouldn't, wear all black for months out of mourning. Like, a terrible situation, obviously, reprehensible and unacceptable in every way. But the dude didn't just shower gold everywhere. You know what I mean? There were things that he believed and professed that did not line up with my biblically based Christian theological understanding. You know what I'm saying? Because they took the time to dig deeper. So people were wondering, how am I not in great mourning? Well, or how are some of my friends angry that so many people are overlooking some of the divisive and dangerous rhetoric, I guess, because here's a guy that fits the agenda, and you know what I mean? So crazy. I'm not gonna. I don't really want to say anything on either side. Maybe I already have, but I don't want to say anything on either side because I have great friends who, you know, wear a red hat. I'll put it that way. I'm not one of those people, and I've got great friends who are, you know, on quite the opposite pole, but honestly, in the middle is where the good stuff happens. In the middle, being able to have a discussion where you can disagree about certain things and still have a friendship, right? Or you so here's something. When I talk to some of my friends, and it's, guys, I'm telling you, I promise you, and you're not gonna like this, when I'm talking to my red hat friends, is when I've never been interrupted or talked over more than when I'm talking to my red hat friends. And that's just my experience, but that is really, it really says something to me. And I don't know what it says, but I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? So if I can't have a conversation, two-way conversation, if I can't have a two-way conversation with somebody, then what are you afraid of? Why won't you let me say my entire piece, right? Which is probably not entirely in conflict with what you're saying. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's, man, oh Manischewitz. So that's been a huge bother for, I don't know, I'll say a couple of terms. Can I say it that way? With some of my friends. Been really tough to deal with that, because I feel like I'm a pretty patient listener, and I will hear you out. I mean, unless you're just dropping weird stuff in the comment section and moving on, then you know, ignore or block. Maybe. I don't think I've ever blocked anybody, but because I don't mind hearing the other side. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say, like, those events, recent events, certainly polarizing, certainly, but I would say, can I say needlessly polarizing, or unfortunately polarizing, or polarizing to the great many masses who have huddled up on one side or another and refuse to look over the wall onto the other side. You know, is that a fair statement? My goodness, what times we live in, huh? Yeah, this is more like it. This is more like Southwest suburban Boston. Here we go. We got streets, you just can't drive on half of them. What's up, man? Officer man. Yeah. So feel free, please scroll right past this episode. Don't even watch it, and don't even listen to it. You know, if it's gonna rile you up, that's fine. I would say let's agree to disagree. But again, I'll say that though I'm really willing to agree to disagree, it's not reciprocal with some of the people that I spend time with, and that bothers me. It bothers me, man. I'm trying to be a good friend. I'm trying to be a good listener. Trying to hear both sides, just with like the same respect in return. That's all. Or at the very least, if you're gonna make a polarizing comment, something that's way, way, way on the other side, have you ever even listened to the other side? You know, is there dust on your TV remote because it's only on the one station? You know, and maybe that's something. I feel like I've done my due diligence and I've listened to both sides, and I just don't feel like I've been given the same respect when it comes to people who are really quick to argue and really quick to point out all the flaws in what they perceive my beliefs to be. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that, which is, yeah, too much for some of you. Some of you will be like, forget that's, yeah, nice try, unsubscribed. Well, see you later, I guess, right? But hear my side, because I guarantee I've probably already heard your side, whatever it is, way over there or way over there. And yeah, let's just try to be reasonable. But I thought I'd address it, you know, because I have had a lot of people assume what my reaction might be, and I just wanted to, I guess, make it even muddier. Right? So there's that. Okay, I'm gonna keep wearing my Celtics hat, which is not red, and my Solvum Probler hat that I got from my kids. I know it's supposed to say problem solver, but it's a solver problem. And that's it, guys. Matt the Greater. Care about you. All right, good. I was gonna say, if we're nothing worse than having to stop when the people behind you are driving without sunglasses straight into the sun, and you're on a bike and you got to stop. All right, guys. Matt the Greeter. Oh, is there a metaphor in that? I'll talk to you soon, and it won't have anything to do with politics. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.